and welcome to the football segment of chemistry. With me, Zach Manna, Ryan Davies over here,
Impact,
and Tom Cremeni. First thing we're going to talk about today is food chemistry and how chemistry relates to food. What to eat before the game. First thing we're going to talk about is carbohydrates. Gives you the necessary energy to perform at your 100% best. Foods like pasta, bread, spaghetti, a lot of grains, etc. The next thing, protein. Helps stimulate your muscle and get you prepared to take some heavy impact. Foods like beef, fish, chicken, a lot of meats. Last thing, calcium. Prevents injury and it makes your bones much stronger. Foods like vegetables, fruits.
Example of fruits.
A nice example of fruits. That's a watermelon right here. Very nice source of calcium. The biggest source of calcium is milk. Got milk? What happened to you, Ryan?
There. Alright. Alright, now we're going to go on to the ball. Actually, what's in the ball, making up the ball that we use to play the game. Alright. First off, number of molecules in here. You got a lot of molecules, that have to be great. To make a lot of collisions, keep it tight air pressure, to keep it inflated at all times. Because if you have too less of the molecules, you're going to have less collisions, and then the ball's going to deflate. You're not going to be able to play with it. It's too flat. Where if you have too many on the other side, it's going to cause too many collisions for the small area, and the ball's going to explode. You have footballs exploding all over. It's crazy. You don't want that. Injuries could happen.
Injuries.
Not good. It will not allow you to play the game correctly. Now, if you leave the ball out in the cold, that's also not a good idea. You got to make sure you bring that inside after you're done playing. You keep it out in the cold, it's going to slow down the collisions, keep it down, and then there's going to be less collisions, and it's going to deflate. It's just going to be like, you know, then it's gone. You're not even going to be able to play with it. You're going to go out and buy a new one. I mean, that's money. Your parents get mad. It's not good. It's just going to cause a lot of issues for you.
It's not a good situation.
It causes a lot of issues for you and your football. I mean, it's your boy. You know, he goes away. Not good. On you, Cremeni.
Okay, football, when you want to lay that big hit, you need adrenaline. Adrenaline is when your body is in danger and your adrenal glands fill up with blood. Once your adrenal glands fill up with blood, the blood moves on through your veins into your brain and into your muscles. Once the blood gets into your muscles, it oxygenates 5 times more.
That's a lot of oxygen.
Once your blood has all the oxygen, you can lay a big impact.
Oh, yeah.
Ray Lewis, before he lays his big hit, he builds up all of his adrenaline and crushes the carrier.
You don't want to be that carrier. Not a good result.
On to me again.
Zach.
The next subject I'll be talking about today is oxygen. A lot of elevations, you know, the higher football field elevations affect the oxygen intake due to the lack of molecules. Compared to a football field good at sea level with more collisions. I'll give you a nice example. A state like Denver, the Denver Broncos of course, football field at a very high elevation will be harder to intake oxygen due to the less molecules and the less collisions. Compared to a football field like, we'll say San Diego, straight at sea level, San Diego Chargers, everyone knows them. And more collisions because it's closer to the floor, closer, you know, sea level, and easier to intake oxygen. Go Bears. Right?
Alright, on to the heating and cooling and temperatures and how they affect the game and the way it's played. Now, when it's too hot out, you're going to sweat. That's going to evaporate, cool off, make sure it keeps your body cool.
Evaporation.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing. You keep water, you drink water to replenish the fluids after you sweat. Cremeni shows over there, you know, some fluids. Then that's going to prevent you from overheating or getting exhausted. Heat exhaustion, all horrible things, could possibly cause death, you know. You don't want that. Players have had a lot of struggles with that in the past, always battling the heat. Now the other side, it could be too cold out there. It could be snowing, hailing even, just horrible conditions. Very cold, freezing, sub-zero. You'd have to get some jackets, some Under Armour, some gloves, maybe some extra socks even, you know. Give mommy those woolen socks maybe. That's going to keep the body temperature inside. That's going to keep you nice and warm out there for comfort. You know, it's all about comfort. You don't want to be freezing. be shaking all over and not gonna be able to play the game. So then even for the fans, you want to keep comfort. Maybe some heated seats, places like Green Bay when it's always snowing, freezing out there. Post, I know you go to the game, you're going to like that heated seat. You're going to like that comfort watching the games. I know, you, the kids, bring them all out for a good game of football in the snow, for a little storm. Even the other way, you can get some fans, some cup holders, some water, for if it's too hot at the game. Always trying to stay comfortable. Zach, that's good. And then it's just always about that. So we move on now to Clemente.
Go ahead, Tom.
Kinetic energy. Whenever you move, it's kinetic energy. Do anything. Pick up watermelon, slap bat, Zach.
Oh, you okay?
Kinetic energy right there. Please continue.
All over my desk.
Football is all about kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. When you want to come up to someone, lay that big hit, you have to start low and bring it up.
Big hit. Punish him.
Later on, show you a nice clip of me laying out Davies.
That's gonna be nice.
Wait, what?
A little treat for you guys. Relax, Davey. It's okay. Keep going.
When Ray Lewis really wants to crush the guy, he builds up his speed, and then just delivers the pain.
Other players do that too. Brian Urlacher for the Bears. I know Zach knows Brian Urlacher for the Bears.
Big fan of Brian Urlacher.
Chicago, Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Lawrence Taylor, retired linebacker, maybe one of the best linebackers to ever play. He's disputable, right? He's disputable.
One of the best, stacking the quarterback.
Mike Singletary's up there too?
Singletary, definitely.
What's your opinion? Singletary?
Yeah.
Some big collisions. We got some big dudes out there. A lot of mass moving around, a lot of volume.
Stay with
Jack
Jack
Lambert.
Relating to the chemistry, they're hitting people on that field.
Jonathan Vilma. Another big hitter.
A lot of energy with those guys.
Scott.
A lot of
Energy. Stay away from that. And I believe that about wraps it up for today. I got my co-anchor man, Ryan Davies, and my secretary, Tom Clemente, over here. And thanks for watching. Keep up the good work. Food chemistry. Or football chemistry, excuse me.
Great show.